So 2 weeks ago, I did a 3 video series on Masanosuke Ono, a Japanese wrestler at 61 kilograms, only 20 years old, who just won the Senior World Championships and beat a few world and Olympic champions on the way to do that. And I thought I was done with him for the foreseeable future, but we are 3 weeks into the NCAA collegiate season. And a lot of big name wrestlers are using a very similar attack to what he used. So just to go over that again, his primary attack. Watch that video after this one if you haven't already. One of my best performing videos in the past year or so, 2 years. But he likes using a collar tie, and then collar tie. Sometimes he'll have wrist control with the opposite hand, or hand control if they're interlocked fingers, and he'll do a snap into that same side leg as a collar tie. And he always goes for the ankle, but you don't have to go for the ankle when you do it. And we went over the footwork in the primary video, and that takes up a lot of time, so we're not going to focus on that because the footwork can be a little bit different, but the upper body part is the same, and the way he clears it by shucking his head. So let's look into it. So he gets a left-handed collar tie. If you're going to use a left-handed collar tie, that means you're going to attack your opponent's right leg. Right? It can be leg, it can be the ankle, the knee, the hamstring, doesn't matter. But notice how he has wrist control right here, and he's going to shuck his head towards his own collar tie to get his opponent snapped down. Right? He does that on every single one. And then he gets to the leg pretty consistently here. Left-handed collar tie. Notice how he looks into his opponent's thumb post. Now, I think that allows him to clear it easily. But even if they don't have a post, they'll still do it. If they have a collar tie, if they have elbow control, they'll still do it, right? Here you have him against Vito. You only need the collar tie, but if they thumb block or collar tie you back, they always grab the wrist as well. Right? You see it. Shucks his head towards that collar tie and attacks that ankle. One more clip. This is him from 2019. He posted it on his story, just to show you that he's been working on this for years. Left-handed collar tie, you see it there. You can see him establishing some type of wrist control. Obviously, the video is pretty bad. And then, but this one, the reason I want to show this one is because you can see him exaggerate his head moving a lot more. And then he attacks that leg, right? So, a few wrestlers who are, you guys saw the thumbnail. I'm going to go over number one in the country currently at 165 pounds, Mitchell Mesenbrink from Penn State. I'm going to go over number one in the country and returning from 2023 national champion Andrew Alirez, because he took a red shirt for the 2024 season, and returning and defending 141-pound national champion Jesse Mendez as well. And then there's a freshman who's taking a red shirt, Aden Valencia, who's really, really good, who does it as well. So let's get right into it. I'm going to show Mitchell Mesenbrink using it twice. He's only wrestled one match so far. I wanted to go ahead and make a video. If I get more clips of it, which I'm sure I will make another one. But this is him against Drexel last night. And maybe I've seen these guys use this attack before, but I wasn't paying attention to it, right? I know that's the case with Andrew Alirez because I'm going to show that at the end. But I don't remember seeing Mitchell Mesenbrink use this. So he gets a left-handed collar tie, as you can see, and he has control of his wrist. Notice how he shucks his head towards his collar tie, right? So he shucks his head to the left, gets his opponent on his hands, and then he attacks that leg. Now, he can easily attack the ankle right here. The ankle is for the taking, but he decides to attack the leg, like higher on the leg, right? Behind the knee, hamstring, whatever you want to say. And that's how he scores. Next one, second time he did it, he gets a left-handed collar tie. You can see right here he has some type of wrist control or hand control. I say hand control because in one of the clips they like interlock fingers. You know, you got that. That's pretty popular to do in wrestling matches. Watch what he does. See how he shucks it? And his opponent has a collar tie. He's not thumb blocking or anything like that. He has a collar tie, but he still does the same thing. He exaggerates it just in case you guys can't see it. Look how he does his head. That always seems to clear the tie, and then he goes right behind the knee with his left hand, right? So pretty impressive that he's practicing that. I also saw him practicing the Muzakayev shot. So Mitchell Mesenbrink, a student in the game. This is Jesse Mendez, and the one clip I've seen of him do it so far. Hopefully he does it more throughout the season. So look at this. Left-handed kata. Andrew Alirez does it on the opposite side, so you'll see both ways. His opponent kata is back. You can see him grab his forearm right here. I'm not sure if he keeps it or not. But notice how he shucks his head to the left. Right? He ends up on the left. And then he attacks his opponent's leg. Pretty basic. He also attacks behind the hamstring. Next, we're going to look at Aden Valencia, who's very fast with it and did it against very good wrestlers as well. We're going to look at the two examples of him doing it, and then we're going to slow it down. Him attacking the hamstring and not the ankle in this example, exactly like on wasn't going to show the entire thing. So let's look at this, right? So he gets a left-handed kata. With a left-handed kata, he's going to attack his opponent's left leg. With a left-handed kata, he's going to attack his opponent's right leg. With a right-handed kata, you're going to attack your opponent's left leg. So kata, you can see they interlock fingers over here. So look how he shifts his head towards his kata, towards his opponent's thumb post. His opponent is thumb posting, and he's going to use that to clear it. His opponent hits both hands, and his hand ends up on his butt cheek when he should have attacked the ankle. Because he didn't attack the ankle, his opponent was able to circle away, and that made the finish a little bit more difficult. But he put his head in the hole, and he's able to still attack. Muzakayev did a similar attack against Rahman Amuzad, which I saw on Instagram from Reese BJJ. So shout out to him. If you use Instagram to do wrestling, he has a page where he posts clips and stuff like that you may not come across unless you watch a crazy amount of wrestling. But where he had the same thing against the world champ Rahman Amuzad, right? He clears the same way. So left-handed kata, he has control, some type of control of the other arm. And same thing he does here. His opponent has a thumb block. I mean, he really exaggerates clearing that. I mean, look at that, right? He really exaggerates it. And he's really good at getting his opponent's hand on the mat. I mean, his opponent fell to his hand and his forearm, almost to his forehead, right? And this time he attacks the ankle. And he's able to get the finish. Next, we're going to look at national champion Andrew Alirez. He did it twice in his first match of the season against Josh Edmond, who's currently ranked number 11 in the country. Really good wrestler. And then we're going to look at 4 other examples of him doing it before this season, just to show that obviously he's been working on this technique for some time. Before we continue with the rest of the video, I wanted to quickly plug Earn Your Gold Academy, the #1 tool in the world for learning and teaching wrestling. Whether you're a parent, coach, or athlete yourself, right now you get access to all 10 of my courses, plus access to the Earn Your Gold community where I have exclusive posts and videos. Just to give you a look into what made Earn Your Gold Academy so different is that when you click on these courses, you have me showing a move myself like any instructional, but you also get videos of these techniques being used against and by the best wrestlers in the world. Also, underneath each section, you can always leave comments, questions, just in case you want anybody can answer, not just me. So I have 10 courses right now. I plan on adding 2 more in the future, a bottom course as well as a duck under course. You also get exclusive access to the Earn Your Gold community where you can post in there, I'll post in there. I have exclusive videos. Everything is organized in there. I have grappling because I have so many jiu-jitsu guys who support the channel. Thank you for that. I'm going to have exclusive videos. Let's say you want to learn more about top wrestling. I have tags as well to keep everything nicely organized. You can see every single post I've made about top wrestling. So I hope you guys check that out. It's a one-time payment of $100. No monthly fee, no yearly subscription. I know you guys will enjoy it, and let's get back to the rest of the video. Great, so I'm going to let the 2 clips play of him doing it. And it was cool to see it to the opposite side. So I was happy about that. Also, shout out to James for letting me know this because I didn't come across this until he let me know. I posted that Mitchell Mesenbrink was doing it on my Instagram. And he said, oh yeah, Andrew Alirez also did it. So shout out to James. I really appreciate that. I watch so much wrestling. Some things I haven't got to it yet. So thank you for that. All right, so let's look at it. Right-handed kata. Boom. They kind of interlocking fingers, right? Not necessary. Again, all you need is a collar tie, but that can help with the snap. Look how much he really looks into that thumb post, that thumb block. Josh Edmond has a thumb block right now. Extended arm, he's just trying to block. He does a great job clearing it. Josh Edmond hits both hands, and then he's able to attack the same side leg, and he goes behind the knee, right? They aren't going low single with it like Ono does, at least not every time. Same thing here. Let me go back. So he has a right-handed collar tie. He's going to look into that thumb post. Same thing. You can see Josh Edmond blocking with his left arm. And Andrew Alirez is going to look into it. And then go to that side and attack the leg. Very good at finishing once he gets in on any type of single leg attack. Now, this years ago, he did the same. He used a similar attack against Real Woods, who in this match will end up being in the NCAA finals the next season, right? So, obviously, hell of a match. He's not able to finish here, but he got to the leg, right? So, he has a right-handed collar tie. Real Woods is thumb blocking. You guys can clearly see that here. He's thumb blocking. He's going to look into the thumb block. Now, Real Woods' hand gets caught in the singlet, but he looked into the thumb block. Does a good job of clearing that tie. Real Woods' hands drop to the mat, and then he's able, and this time he does attack the ankle, right? And funny enough, in one match against this guy named Nate Lucier, I've watched this match before, but I watched it, and all I documented from this match was there was one takedown in this match, first or second takedown. It's on YouTube. You can look it up. He used a S-grip cutback, and you guys know that I've done videos on the S-grip before, so that's all I was looking for. I wasn't looking for this attack, and it didn't really pique my interest. But after James let me know that Andrew Alirez did it before, this match came to my head, and I was just like, I guarantee he did it at least one time in that match, and I just didn't pay attention. And I went back to the match, and he did it 3 times in that singular match. So, I mean, you have the best wrestlers, one of the best wrestlers in the world, obviously world champion, and you have the undisputed best wrestlers in the country on the folk style level in the United States using this attack as well. So it's one of those things of let's practice it a little bit more. Let's play around with it a little bit more because obviously these guys like that type of attack and it works really, really well. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for staying to the all the way through the end of the video, and I will see you guys on the next one.